racist like that's not what's going on here. Like it's just so crazy. It's just so diabolical. And you telling me that these people cool Indigo? I'm
Yes, they
sorry, but
were.
doesn't Indigo
They
hate
were super
African
tight.
Americans?
So they
Does it
Who he
wait? Hold on.
does.
Doesn't Indigo hate
child.
African Americans?
Yes.
She has African American kids, and so she'll tokenize her kids and like her
No,
Wait,
husband.
no. Wait, what?
crazy.
Yes,
Huh?
yeah, her husband is African American, so her kids are African American, and so she'll tokenize
It's
them.
I think it's past my bedtime.
Never.
Um, I'm the type of person who I know it's probably bad, but I believe everybody deserves a second chance.
I agree. And you just gotta look at people and what they do and how they move. When people start picking at other people and they do it in such a way that's like really harmful, like that's the type of things that folks need to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole mafia shit, that dossiers and fucking sending
What is
minions.
a dossier?
It's
What
like
is
it's a folder of information, of personal information that or and of other people. There's one of these large creators supposedly, allegedly, has like a dossier on all of her
A
friends,
list.
a
But
list.
why? Why do they have that much time on their hands? To me, it's weird. That's weird. Like, you should be doing something productive in real life. If you can have all these skills, put it to good use for the Black community then, instead of building a folder on someone who's doing nothing to you, paying you no mind, just trying to live their life, but you feel some kind of way about it. It gives me the idea that you're just miserable, because that's how I look at them. They're literally miserable, and they all linked up together, and they spew toxicity through the internet. Because if what Keep It a Buck just said, if they believe that if you have one YT parent, then you're not Black, that's crazy to me, because they were on people's lives. Isn't Breezy herself, her children, biracial? That is so stupid. That you literally are a walking contradiction. Like, it doesn't make sense.
They all are, but I digress.
Listen, I mean, look, and then I'm not gonna say anything because I want to see more proof come out. But one of the other creators who definitely looks a lot like me said that I was not Black, even though she looks like me. And she apparently claims to be fully Black, but she's also biracial, according to a lot of people saying that they have information that she has a white parent, a white mom. So
I
it's
heard her
like,
say she was Afro Indigenous too before.
I never heard that. Well, look at that. She looks like me. I look like her. She's a few shades darker, barely darker than me. But our face, we have the same facial features. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know why people are just all of a sudden blinded from the things that do connect us all together. Like there are things that you can see visibly that we all have connected. So this whole bullshit about it's phenotype. I'm like, okay, yeah, it is. But what are you missing about the phenotype? That the fact that we have diverse phenotypes, even in Africa, people have different phenotypes, right? Like if you look at Fulani people look different from Yoruba people sometimes, and you know what? They still Black, especially in America. If they come to America, they're Black people, and we didn't create the system that we're in. That we just live in it. That is all I've ever talked about on my page, and it's always been just about my experiences. It has never been about invalidating someone else's. So the fact that these women feel comfortable putting my picture up, making comments, like being really really fucking mean and making fun of my features, and then using anti-Blackness to make fun of my features. That's the part that I don't get, what people are not seeing. That the things that they're making fun of come from my Blackness. They come from my being Black, and it's like it's acceptable because of who's saying it. And it's not, and then saying that I'm arguing with dark skinned Black women, that I'm centering myself in every conversation. And it's like the only times I've ever centered myself is when it's on my fucking live. And I think that's the only space that I have a right to center myself, right? When I'm hosting the live and it's about me, you know? So like I just, like I said, I hope moving forward we can move past this. But I mean, I people who have like been in my camp quietly, right? To see them like saying, "Oh, I just don't fuck with her anymore," or because she's wrong because of whatever, and not tell me myself, that shit fucking hurts, bro. It does. That's it. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to say that.
Humble.
It's somebody.
Hey.
The plug is in the box too. Just by the way, if anybody wants to requesting.
I'm a little confused by Shay's comment.
She's basically saying that they attack you if you don't agree with them, is what I got from it.
Okay.
No matter what you look like or your ancestry, they still attack you if you don't agree.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I heard I think Ty was saying something, and Humble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say I know, I wanted to apologize because they do not speak for every Black person, especially not me at all. I never had an issue with you. I still follow you. I never took my follow back. You were cool in my book. So don't let them discourage you for speaking your truth from your perspective. That's all you can tell is stories from your perspective. Whether they agree with them, whether they can't, see it, that's their business. I think honestly speaking, they're just not familiar with Black people us looking different because I feel like Blackness is a spectrum. We come in a variety. Like literally, I think of us like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but a bag of chips. Okay, you know how you get the Doritos, you get the blue bag, you get the red bag, you get the there's no set way for us to look. We'll just never look the same. We're just too diverse of a people. And I feel like that's something we should be proud of, not something we should sit there and say, well, you don't fit the criteria enough, or this isn't broad enough, or this is too thin, or this is that. So at the end of the day, I know it's easier said than done, but literally fuck them. Fuck them. You have people who support you and still rock with you, and those are the ones that matter. To try not to focus on them because at the end of the day, they're going to still continue to talk because that's all they can do. That's all they can do. They love to talk about negativity. They love to sit there and revel in toxicity. So let them be. You're blessed. You're living your life. Don't worry about them.
Yeah. This is my backup account. This is Reese, by the way.
Thank you.
And I think that's why it's dangerous because when you hear them talk, they're literally starting to break down Black people down to a list of things, a list of certain features, a list of certain skin tones. Like they're breaking down Blackness to a criteria, like you said, Ty. And that becomes dangerous because in history, who do we know that like there's been history of people who do that and then people get unalived over it. Like that's not cool. And that's where the rhetoric becomes dangerous, not only because they're attacking people, but because like now they're going, oh, you don't look like me, you're not Black type of thing. People are going to pick up those same sentiments, palm colored people, and it's going to be dangerous for everybody Black who's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't cool.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, like that's dangerous
out there, and then you trying to set up a live and like how it's a block list for moderators, but you have it as a watch list. And
that was not no block list. Come on,
and you talking about how where do these people live? I got one of this person already. I'm gonna say and that's a block list.
Okay, was that for real though? Were they really like y'all have proof, like undeniable proof that
yeah.
I've seen the screenshots are there.
Yeah, Jojo seen it. My son, I showed him
the names, and I've seen some phone numbers too because I think it was WhatsApp or something like that.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't on that list, man. I'd be scared that shit's gonna happen.
That shit says find IP address. I'm like, yo, that's not fucking right.
That's not.
And screenshots already saying, I want to know where these people are from. I got this person already, like where they're from, the area, whatever. And then I see the IP addresses, and I was like, no, this is too fucking far. And y'all want to say it's a block list for moderators when you literally say this is my watch list. It says, hey, this is my watch list. Come on. So it's like, oh, Baby G's talking about, she's spreading her one side of it. She's not showing all the, but you don't need to show
There's
all.
no other side. What
You don't
side do
need
they
to
want to
show all
show?
chat when there's clearly screenshots of saying, here's a watch list. Find IP addresses. There's a message. Oh, I want to know where these people from. It doesn't matter. We don't have the whole thing. Why those messages to begin with? How the fuck are you gonna excuse that? You're asking people where they're from, those specific people on the list. You're finding people's IP addresses. We don't need the full fucking context to know what the fuck you're doing is wrong. You're trying to dox people now because they're your part. I get it, but it don't make it right. Especially when half of the list or more than it is Black and Indigenous creators.
Right. I was
That
gonna
makes it
say,
fucking worse. And like Gigi said, MMIW, come on now.
yeah. I was gonna say, why were they on live the other night trying to basically say that all of this is lies?
It's not. Like, the proof is in the pudding.
And
It's
is
like
the
on
literal
paper.
name of the group chat doxing?
That wasn't the one that they tried to put me in, but that one was sent to us, I guess, and that was that. I feel bad for that girl because she was really, really upset.
Which one?
The one, my last video of the last. It's, you gotta go and look at it. I don't want to say too much on here.
Because you know how I be like, I just be on my FYP a lot, so sometimes I don't really see everybody's content unless
Yeah,
like I end up liking one video and then all of a sudden it starts coming up more.
right. No, I know
Uh,
how that works. That happens to me. It's
I
complicated. I don't know about that
complicated.
group. I just know on the top it said no doxing. Like, it had a cross, but like it had an X out sign and it said doxing. And they were looking up people's IP address.
I wonder if like, is this because I know that they done been set up. See, that's another thing too. The person that is supposed to call me in / out because I identify as Black and whatever other reason also said that I shouldn't be defending Anna, and I was like, well, when did I really defend anybody other than saying that other thing was debunked? That's all I said. So like, I don't understand why my name keeps getting placed with her. Like if
Right.
if like if we like are constantly in contact with you, we've been in a couple of the same lives, but I'm in other lives with a lot of people and so are y'all. So it's like, can you imagine if we get tied to every single life, every single person on every single panel of every single life that we're in? Like,
Right.
I don't think that's a fair,
Analogy. No, on top of
right.
it, there was, if they want to get to that point, I remember when you were holding one live and it was only for Afro-Indigenous and Black creators, and Anna got mad because she couldn't get on the panel. She went and started her own live, so they can't sit there and say that you even mess with her like that. Like, not that it was personal, but that was just the boundary of that live.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I do. I have a good memory.
Oh my God. You see, I be feeling bad too because I want to give everybody an opportunity to speak on things and to share their whatever, but at the same time it's like,
No, but
you
if you want
can't.
to give Black women a space to speak, like,
Right.
that's your prerogative. Like, people shouldn't even be getting pressed about that.
No, that's true. Oh Lord Jesus, y'all just y'all know all the tea about everything.
That's very hard to believe though.
No, I only know about this because I got dragged into it.
I really think that the closer the proximity to whiteness people are on this app, the easier it is for people to like pin shit on them or responsible for shit. And it's not even the white people that are being attacked. It's usually mixed people that look a little bit like lighter or
Yep.
whiter. And I think that
Yep.
that's weird. Like, why don't y'all go for like the problematic ass white people that be on this app? Like, y'all want to come for the rest of us?
Right.
That's
Right.
crazy.
How
No,
is it
that's
ones
it
that be
is weird.
minding their own business that they go after?
Say again, Miranda. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Bro.
Oh, I was saying there's always the people that mind their own business that they go after.
That's a true take, and I'm gonna say this that I find really interesting is like people that are doing things like raising money or like giving people opportunities to speak their truths, like people that are doing things in that way are people that are getting attacked and saying that they're dangerous or that they're toxic, for the communities that they're trying to help. And I find that strange that the content creators that are doing this thrive off of call outs. Like that's what they do. They do call outs, they do debates, they do, they have other hustles on the side. Like those creators for some reason are going after other POC, and it's like, is it because it's easier to come after POC, or like what's good with that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, but from the minute that I got in there, like I'm not gonna say who I was talking to it about with, but it was somebody who like I highly respect, and they were like, "You need to get the fuck out of there," and I did, and that's when I started getting like messages like stating like people were saying that I was leaking shit and I wasn't,
Yeah, hold
and
on.
I did. I was like, all right, so the
Well,
stuff
and then the lady,
that's what they had me there
Hold
for.
on.
I did it.
yeah.
There's,
Well, then the black writer lady, like that lady was like, why is there a list, and why did you create it, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? I don't know what the hell are you talking
You
about.
didn't have nothing to do with that
they're
at
literally
all.
they're literally in my request box right now.
Who?
Who?
The black advocate writer.
Yeah,
Oh God.
she's in your inbox.
Gonna come up. They're not gonna come up because
Oh, they're trying to request to come up in our
Uh,
live.
wasn't that the person trying to accuse you of the list?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
she accused
crazy.
me of the list. She accused me of trying to make black women choose between me and other black women, and I'm like, I'm not asking anybody to choose anything. You don't have to be in a space with me, and I don't have to be in a space with you. Like I'm literally minding my own business.
Right.
And how I identify, I don't understand why that's so problematic. And since when did that become problematic in America? Like I never understood that. But yeah, she was the one that was doing that, and then she made a video of like a stitch of something that I had made, and she called like Keith weak, Keith and Dantrell. She's like, "Oh, y'all are weak asses" or some shit like that, and I was like, "Because why? Because they're not attacking me. Like you want them to attack me. Like they didn't even like say nothing in support. At first, for me at all. So like, what do you mean? Because they're not actively trying to hurt me. That somehow makes them weak asses. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not cool." But that's why I'm trying to connect all the dots, y'all, because I know that it doesn't involve me directly, but it's like my name keeps being brought up, and baby G, I guess your name keeps getting brought up and shit too, and it's like,
Yep.
bro,
It's true. It's true. And then, but on top of it, one thing I do agree with that woman, that lady Anna. She said that this everybody in this TikTok thing is like a tangled web, and everybody's somehow connected. And I was like, that's kind of true.
I started to notice that when I started seeing people that I didn't know knew each other on lives together. And I will tell you that there are three creators in particular that are behind the scenes on a lot of the things. I've noticed that, especially the stuff that's been happening to us since November.
Right.
And I think these people actively do not like the Puerto Rican diaspora
Right.
specifically, but they don't like mixed people. And what's funny is that one of them is a mixed person,
Yeah.
but she wants to, or they want to, I don't want to be specific. They want to have like this superiority over like the entire, that the entirety of like Black TikTok. And so they have like this air of like arrogance about them that I've noticed from the beginning, but like I kind of I was drawn to that. But and then when I started seeing things that were like kind of fucked up, I stopped following them. You know what I'm saying? And then and I would notice like subtle comments about not Puerto Ricans in particular, but like things that felt like, are you talking about us when you
Right.
saying this? But it was never direct. And then that other live the other day kind of came to a head where I was like, oh, okay, I see what now you really coming for me because before you didn't do that. So, and I'm like, how is this tied to the other thing? Because I bet you it is somehow the list, the whole list thing. Like
Right.
I'm like I don't want to start sounding like a paranoid, person, but it just seems like there's a lot of like manipulation to create drama to for more views, more clicks, more, you know what I mean? But it's going too far now because it's like y'all are like really taking it to another level and it's dangerous.
You know what
Right.
to me?
Yeah, I agree.
So much shit is being talked about how you're the one who's supposedly harassing these folks, but these folks are literally following you. Like you come in the live, look who's on the request box. Some of these people were just in your comment section. You had to literally block them. They go on lives that have nothing to do with you and bring you up. They were on Ash's live. It wasn't
Right.
about you, and that Crystal girl still found a way to bring you up twice for no fucking reason. They're obsessed.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm a little disappointed, but she's homophobic. She said I keep saying transphobic, homophobic because that's what anyhow. There's a particular creator who shall not be named because of the important work that they do for the diaspora, but specifically, my problem with her is that she is very she is very poignant when she's talking about mixed people.
Feeling lonely tonight? I want to chat with some of the most beautiful women in the world, and we know exactly what turns you on. Do you want to exterminate me? Call today. We stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces, but in tight places. We think and we act as one.
Well, hello there, Wrath of the Greek goddess Athena. I know you go by Wrath of Oshun, but I figured you were tired of her ignoring you and you'd like to explore different options. It's funny that you go so hard to say that you're a black woman, but then you do white shit like this and take two black women's faces and put them on white bodies. I'm glad you did, though, because you unintentionally proved our point. Because on that first clip where you put your face on that white woman, looked perfectly natural. But when you try to whiteface two black women, we still look completely black. And I know what y'all are thinking, Crystal, why are you trying to erase this woman's blackness? And during Black History Month at that. I can't erase what's not there. I guess with that 9% African, we should have rolled out the red carpet and invited you to the cookout. You should be first in line. You get the first plate. I must say, though, I think you'd feel more comfortable square dancing at your local pub. I don't know, though, because you posted something that made me reconsider accepting you in the diaspora. Because according to this Bill of Rights for people of mixed heritage that you posted, you're allowed to change your identity over your lifetime and more than once. I've never heard of a black woman being able to do something like that. You keep saying that we're trying to erase your blackness when you can't even point to a black ancestor. I'm sorry, beloved, but 9 drops of chocolate in a glass of milk does not make it chocolate milk. I gotta give it to you, though, because you're holding on to that 9% African like a starving dog with a piece of steak. I'm almost flattered. I don't know, maybe sit down with a nice bowl of mayonnaise and wash it down with a nice cup of your white woman tears and get back to me in the morning.
Put your mouth right over that hole. Put your mouth.
Don't hurt him now, girl. That thing light as a feather and stiff as a board. 10 out of 10.
Y'all keep in mind how people say and do certain things. The woman featured in this app on that live, she's gotten really popular really fast. She's done so off the backs of Taino creators. She's done so by weaponizing her blackness, by weaponizing the fact that she is a dark-skinned black woman as a way to disarm and to silence people who are mixed. And now it looks like to silence people who are fully black but lighter than her. and also male. So she's even using her gender and her gender presentation as a weapon to garner attention to her content and to other people. Not all skin folk is kinfolk. This person is clearly anti-mixed, even though she is admixed herself. According to her, she's a Native American woman. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, folks. I've gotten blocked by mutuals with absolutely no proof of me being anti-black on this app, with absolutely no proof of me doing anything but support our community. But because she is part of a marginalized part of our community, she has used her status as a marginalized person as a weapon against mixed black people with proximity to whiteness as a weapon. Pay attention. Watch the content. Watch the lives. People always reveal themselves in the end.
Because I have not said anything about anyone in months.
All right.
I even don't fuck Ash and fuck Anna.
Okay.
I found shit about him too. So I don't know.
Doc Trell,
Everyone, can I have my apology then?
Please, everyone. Just
what did I say to you that I'm apologizing for?
I need everyone to hold on just for a moment. Just for a moment. I understand there's going to be some requests coming. Avenge. I'm going to leave it for you to moderate. I got to take a shit. And please just let everyone on a 2-minute timer, and I will be right back. Please allow the women to go first to state their grievance with Dantrell, and Dantrell, for the 2 minutes, people can yield their 2 minutes or continue with it. Avenge, are you okay doing that?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I will be back momentarily.
All right.
I'm going to start this off, right?
Go ahead.
So if I'm correct, and I just need you to just a simple yes or no. If I'm correct, when all the shit happened with Anna and them talking about we were anti-indigenous, and then with the live recordings and the list and all that shit, weren't you hosting them and talking about how wrong we were?
I hosted 2 lives that I got caught up in. People mistakenly thought that I gave a fuck about Ash and Anna, but Ash
I just need a yes or no. I just need a yes or no.
Let me finish.
I asked Dr. I'm on my 2 minutes. I'm reclaiming my time. I stated specifically, can I have a yes or no? That's all I need.
No, only 2. And I wasn't talking about you. I was trying to get my name out of Ash's mouth. They've been attacking me while y'all were attacking me, and you didn't know it.
You know what? I didn't know it. You know why I didn't know it? Because I had nothing to do with it, right? I had absolutely nothing to do with the situation. So once again, I'm asking, even if you had them on your space, regardless of what was going on, right? Why not? Why do you think everybody has been so quiet, especially since it's come out that Anna's hella racist?
Anna is hella racist, and fuck Anna.
Okay, I am back. Thank you, everyone.
That was one of my apologies for everybody.
Okay, if I did something to you directly that I don't know nothing about, I'm not above an apology. I don't know what I've done to you and said to your name or put on your name, because I don't say Deputy. I say Indigo. I never say Deputy. I said Indigo. But
I will
watch this, sister. Watch this.
You did take
if I've offended you in any way, I apologize.
And I accept that. But what I'm saying is it's not that necessary that you spoke about me directly. It was people like that being allowed to hold space with the damage that they were doing to Black women, especially with the other people who were, in fact, defending them, not being held accountable. And it's like how you say, fuck Ash Fat Anna, but you also have other people who aren't saying the same thing that you allowed to come around. You get what I'm saying? Girl,
this is what I understand, okay? This is what I understand is this. And on this app, there's no way that I'm going to be have people around me and they all agree with you. That's not going to happen. I didn't know he was mad at me. I didn't know they was mad at me. I found out the hard way she was mad at me. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you something. I got so much going on that I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff, and I had blocked and hadn't spoken about anybody. As a matter of fact, the whole time, and I'm just truth, and I'm telling the truth because I am who I am. I'm not worried about this shit no more. Okay? The whole time that y'all thought I was protecting Ash and Anna, they were attacking me, saying, why haven't we not attacking y'all? And I said I wasn't going to do that shit.
All right, so Black Advocate is about to.
So then, Trey, your time's up. You wanna,
I was never finished. I wanted to say something.
Marquis,
Yep.
let the woman speak. Your time is not now displayed.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. One more thing. Someone told me to apologize to Indigo. Indigo have said some hard shit to me. You won't get that apology. You can go to grave with that.
All right. Wish you wouldn't have did that, but
I don't give a fuck.
I understand. We're just gonna go ahead and mute for a second, please.
Okay.
And
An apology.
I want to first
please,
acknowledge
please,
that
Deputy,
you have no
please hold on just a
power
moment.
over anything with me. I want to say that. And this
Understood.
whole thing has been about power. Because when
really?
black women were telling you not to platform these racist people and the fact that they were calling black women hateful names, you still did it. And then you actively worked against those black women that spoke up, me included. So your apology means nothing to me. For you to use such a hateful, racially charged thing to say to me, not knowing my background, if I had ever experienced that or not, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You have went around and had
Don't
lives
care.
since this
I'm sorry.
about
Don't
us,
care.
discrediting us, and saying bad things about us, Dantrell. So you're disingenuous at best. Okay? So yeah, I don't accept your apology. You don't hold no power over me though. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that I see you for the fuck shit that you are, and I will never ever be in spaces where you are. And if I am in spaces like on a panel, I will not acknowledge your fuck ass existence.
Okay.
Keith, you a little bitch.
My response.
All right.
My response is.
everyone,
My response is, who the fuck are you? Bye.
I'm Veronica Monroe. That's who.
all right.
Bitch.
Well, now that conversation is done, thank you everyone for your time. Is there anything else that needs to be covered?
Damn, I was.
Keith is in here, and Keith, you being a little bitch, and you do owe me an apology while you over there sucking on that white woman titty. You had so much shit for me out your dick suckers everywhere else. But now you don't owe me an apology when this bitch done came out as being racist? The one you protected? You a whole ass bitch for that, and you don't protect black women. You are fucking junk with super little dick energy.
All right, Deputy, you might want to drop down and come back.